Welcome guys to another hypixel skywars video. So today, as the last storytime video I did went down so well with you all, like so much better than I could have imagined. I really wasn't expecting you guys to enjoy it quite as much as you did. I'm going to be doing it again with another story, of course, otherwise it would get quite boring if I repeated the same thing over and over again. But if you guys enjoyed it, I'm going to do it again. But obviously, I'm going to keep track with how well it's going, because if it starts to just not do well and you guys don't enjoy it as much as you did on the first one, then obviously I'll move on and do other things. I kind of want to keep the content fresh, you know. But anyway, this one is, well, the question is, what is the worst experience I've had with a teacher? And I haven't actually had many bad experiences with teachers, to my knowledge. I can't think of any off the top of my head where I've had a bad experience with a teacher, and I did think for a while, I promise, and I just can't think of anything. So I've gone for the next best option, and I'm going to be talking about the worst experience, or a worst experience. Like, I'm going to talk about the experience that I've had, but it's not my experience, if that makes sense. So I'm going to be talking about an experience someone else has had with the teacher when I've been in the same room as them and the teacher. So it's not my personal encounter with a teacher, but it's that sort of thing. I hope it makes sense, but it will make sense later anyway. So yeah, back in my old school in year 7, that was like 4 or 5 years ago. It was a long time ago, so if the story won't be perfect, but whatever. I'm in cookery, or food technology, as you normal people would call it. But back in my old school, it was strictly called cookery. And if I said that to my cookery teacher in year 9, I would have been stabbed in the throat, no questions asked, because to her it was food technology and it wasn't cookery, although we cooked most of the time. There wasn't much, actually, to be honest. It was more theory than it was practical, so whatever. But anyway, I'll call it food tech because it's I'd have thought normal people watching. You're only normal if you've subscribed to this YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe now and hit the like button. That'd be massively appreciated. And also for my sanity, because saying cookery sounds like the sort of thing a 4-year-old would say, and I'm not a 4-year-old last time I checked. But anyway, I had this lesson with this teacher once a fortnight, roughly. He was an okay teacher, but he wasn't really anything like special. He wasn't like a great teacher who was really funny or whatever, but he was relaxed, put it that way. We'll call the teacher Bob. I don't really know. You can tell that I won't be choosing my child's name when I have one, can't you, really? It's just not going to go well, is it? But anyway, that day, it was a Wednesday. We were cooking a nice chicken and mushroom pie. Honestly, one of my favourite pies, because, well, it's just amazing, really, isn't it? But anyway, we were cooking this pie, and my old school was incredibly small. My year group had less people in it than an entire class at a normal school. My year group had 17 people. That 17, not 70, 17, 17. It was incredibly small, and my food tech class was cut down by about a third. One group went off to do food tech, the others went off to do either art or design. So we didn't get to choose, it was just kind of swapped around every few weeks. But anyway, we're making the pie, and he's telling us what to do. We didn't get instructions, he always told us what to do, and we always had to wait for everybody to catch up. And whilst he was telling us what to do, he was playing some kind of game on his laptop. From what I remember, it was something like Bubble Saga. I don't actually know what it's called, but it's that thing where, like, you have to shoot things from a cauldron. It's always, for some reason, it's always themed to witches. I have no idea why, but it's always themed to witchcraft. Yeah, every now and again we'd stop to watch because, well, we'd have to wait for him to finish his game or whatever to know what we had to do next. And to be honest, our school was so relaxed anyway, it didn't really matter. We had 2 hours to make a pie, which would take a matter of maybe an hour and a half at most. But yeah, we did that, and yeah, we were making the pie, watching him play some witchcraft Bubble Saga. I know what I'm saying is wrong, so just let me know what the actual name for it is in the comment section. That'd be great, thanks. But once he finished playing, we all got back to our work, and one of my friends needed help with his pastry. So of course, as any teacher would, he decided to get up. He didn't get up. He didn't at all. He asked my friend to go to him, and I mean, you may as well. You're a teacher, so they're not really going to argue with you, are they? But he started to do whatever he needs to do with the pastry. Can't remember what it was. I'm literally about to go into year 12, so there is no way I can remember, like, back to year 7. That's just mental. But anyway, all of a sudden, Bob seemed to have this thing in his nose, and I'll let your imagination guess what it was. although I'd like to think it's pretty obvious as to what it is. So he wiped his hands, not with a cloth. No, that would be weird. Not with a tissue. That's strange. But with his hand. Yes, his hand. It's not too bad if you don't have any tissue around you. Like, that's just a normal thing to do. If you have no tissues, you have no cloths, you wipe your hand with the nose and, like, wipe it on your leg. Maybe that isn't normal, but I do it if I'm not near any tissues and I can't get one. So, that's what I did. Well, that's what he did, sorry. And, yeah, you guys probably know what I'm about to say, because you've read the title. But, instead of going to wash his hands, he continued to help with the pastry. Like, that's just disgusting. That's absolutely minging. But that's what he did. Like, there were literally tissues. We're in a kitchen. We're in a kitchen. There's going to be, like, tea towels. No, sorry. Kitchen roll. Whatever nearby. And we had a toilet next to him, next door. So he just could have asked one of us to go and get some tissue. But no, he used his hands. So yeah, he continues to help with the pastry and got all of his snottiness in the pastry. And that's just absolutely rank. It really is. Like, it makes me feel sick. Thankfully, it wasn't my pastry, and I was able to eat my chicken and mushroom pie, which I must admit was very tasty. I did like the taste of it very much. But yeah, you may be wondering, well, Sol, he never used food to wipe his nose, and you would be correct. Although he did obviously have food on his hand from touching the food, and also the title "So my teacher wiped his nose with his hand and then continued to touch food" doesn't really sound like a good title. So I'm just going to stick with "So my teacher used food to wipe his nose," because, as I say, there was food on his hand and he wiped his nose with his hand, so that's good enough for me. But anyway, as far as I'm aware, my friend didn't eat the food. I'd like to think so, for his health and my sanity and everybody else's sanity, to be honest. I mean, as far as I'm aware, he is still living, so that's alright. But yeah, it's just so disgusting. Like, have you ever had a teacher that's done something like that before? Yeah, as I say, unfortunately, this is all I can really talk about, because I can't think of any experiences that I've had which are quite as bad as that. And obviously, it's not my experience as such, but I was still in the room, so I would class it as my experience. I'm going to end this video now. If you did enjoy, please do leave a like and subscribe. It would really mean a lot. We've been going down in subs quite a lot recently, so if you can help, that would be hugely appreciated. I've actually started to upload on Sundays now, as you can tell, because I'm uploading it today. But yeah, I really want to work hard towards this 1k sub goal this year. So if you can help, that would be hugely appreciated. We've got a giveaway going on the Discord as well, and by the time this is uploaded, there's probably about 14 hours remaining on the giveaway. It was meant to end on Friday, but the bot that we're using messed up and added an extra 2 days to the thing. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, but make sure you join the Discord, enter the giveaway for some Discord Nitro Classic. Yeah, guys, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.